gonna start off with some updates here real quick. We'll start off with missiles, missile acceleration. Missiles now accelerate instead of just have a constant. Speed. I meant to show you the destruction of the body, but you already saw it. So the enemies will explode, or each enemy will have its own explosion animation. So you notice that homing also has a speed, but only whenever it's homing. That's still got to be fixed. So there's the acceleration for the homing. And then we have ice. More importantly, we have mines. Shoot this guy with the mine first. They're gonna be more powerful. Whoa, what happened to that guy? That's not good. Oh, there's another bug that needs to be fixed. It's actually just part of my testing. I forgot to change something, so boom. The mines will go off. They have a little red light whenever they're armed. They also hit you, so they're going to be more powerful, but they're also going to do damage to you, so you have to be smart with how you use those. Let's see. Don't have grenades yet. Grenades are the last thing to be done. So we have mine, and we also have ice mines. Ice mines don't do any damage, but they have an extraordinary rate of being able to turn something into ice. I don't know if I'll be able to find an enemy for this, because when an enemy is already inside of its, like you can't shoot a mine at an enemy and just have it explode. The damage is going to be much higher, so it's not going to be, you know, it wouldn't be fair if you could just shoot an enemy with a mine and just have it explode. So, we'll, I disallowed that. You also have to go to the beginning. I think we have some errant wall huggers. See if we can fix that. Alright. Oh no. Alright. See, he's already within the bounds, so he will not get hit by that. But the wall hugger will. Oops. That was a terrible idea. I might increase the velocity on that. Boom, so they get hit, right? And then see what happens, like I turn to ice and he just disappears. Right? No, come on. Yes. What? We have some bug retrieval to do. There, see if this guy does it. Oh, the mines also stick to the walls. That took a lot more work than I originally thought it would. It's hard to get him to land on the mines because he just doesn't jump that much. He's got some changes to do in terms of AI. Come on, jump. I'll send you to fix. You can put one inside of the wall, and that's not okay. We need to avoid them doing that. Like, I don't need people exploiting my game. So we're gonna put a stop to the best we can. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let's see if we can get there. See, that's another one. I put it inside of the wall. It's upside down, but if your gun isn't inside of the wall, it's impeccable. So I think it's an easy fix. We'll find out. I think there's something wrong with the mine detection. It was working fine on my other computer, and it's just not working at all now. Anyway, well, okay, let's do this with the ice stuff. With the ice missile. Oh, well, looks like you got hit with something that had ice. Anyway, that's how it works. Just ices them, they can't do anything for a while. I think I need to make the minimap smaller. I couldn't see how to do. Anyway, so they ice up, right? You can jump on them whenever they're iced, too, whenever they're frozen. That's something I need to make their bodies kinematic whenever they do that. So, like, they shouldn't be able to interact with other bodies. You can jump on them whenever the ice. This will come into effect later. This will have an actual purpose. So it looks like more things need to be frozen too. So, oh, can we get to the save point? Now let's restart. Things gotten crazy. Okay, so stats menu. Stats. So one of the things I want in this game is every time something happens, it's going to be recorded somehow, some way. You know, playtime, enemy skill, those are obvious, but I'm talking about like number of jumps, number of shots, dashes, double jumps, blaster accuracy, whether you hit a wall or you hit an enemy. Hitting like maybe doors and stuff like that won't count. It's only whenever you hit an obstacle or something like that that you'll be affected. These are just placeholders for the rest of the stats. I have them all outlined. I do not have them all recorded, so yeah. I have the options menu done. These do work, but not yet. They work like in the main menu, like whenever you start the game. They'll work here soon enough, so it's coming. And then of course you can set your controls, obviously. This is going to be for information. So like every time you defeat an enemy, you have a chance of collecting a card. The card will give you some information on that enemy, and then you can get cards some other way, and then it'll tell you kind of like in detail of the enemies. I've also did if you look, we have a particle amplifier, launcher, blaster. I have descriptions of just the names. We'll go deeper in the sort of the lore, I guess you could call it, in this menu whenever I get to complete it. But right now we have kind of a basic idea. All of them are named. Some of them might change because some of them might be just stupid. Like gas propelled active grenade. I mean, technically that's right, but I mean, really. Passive explosive grenade is not bad. Standard configuration. Munitions ductility modification. Ductility is just bounciness. Quantum phase modification. That's the quantum particles. You can shoot through walls, or in terms of mines, the mines will not damage you. They'll damage you, but whenever they explode, they won't detect you, so you can walk over your own mines. And this is going to do no damage, but it's going to have an extremely high freeze rate. Okay, so the map lets you move around, obviously. We're eventually going to let you view other maps, obviously, other than just the area that you're in. Then you can hold this button, which right now is on the keyboard F. I don't know what it is on the controller, I forget. I think it's special, like X or O. Anyway, that lets you zoom in on the map, of course. If you need a closer look on the block that you're in, and there it is. It resets. Let's see. Now, the special, we have the laser. It's a killer too. You don't get that till the end of the game. It does a constant damage of like 0.1 damage per, I don't know, fifth of a second, something like that. So the more you can keep the damage on the target, the better. Kind of like Contra. Another thing that's kind of based on Contra is the flamethrower. Let's go and restart this so we can get that enemy back. It's quicker that way. So the flamethrower there's still some things that have to be done on it, but the general idea is the more flames you can get, the more accurate you can get the red flames on the target, the more damage it'll do. And like the more flames you can get. So like the larger the target, the better you can set it on fire, I guess. Set this guy on fire. See, I killed much faster because they zoomed out to his location. So each of the fires, starting with the third one, and the fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one, hit him, doing an immense amount of damage. So may need to be nerfed. We'll play with the numbers whenever we get to it. And finally, my favorite is the short. So this MRFer is like super quick, right? But you have to get really close to do it. Really nice. Alright. So now the thing I've been working on the most is the boss. The music still has to be completed for the boss, but the placeholder is there. Although the volume is kind of lower than I really want it to be, so it may sound a little weird. Oh yeah, that's right. Launcher speed. I think I went over that eventually, but it does happen with the launcher too. It's not clearing the target, like it still thinks there's a target there for a little while. I think it's because it takes them a little while to be destroyed, and so like you see his like body parts there, while his body parts there is still targets. That's gonna have to be something that needs to be fixed. I think that we've already been over the rapid. It's short range, but it fires rapidly. And of course, it's slow. There's a lot of damage, but it's really slow. Okay, so the boss. This is not going to be the area for the boss. This is just my testing location, so I can go from the starting location straight over here without having to go to the rest of it. Have some ominous music while the eye stares at you. Eventually, the eye is going to have a shield that covers it, so you can't just keep hitting it all the time. You'll see why that's a problem here in just a second. The missiles are going to fire out from the left and the right in a pattern that you're going to see beforehand, because you're going to see the missiles fire and the sockets light up. They're already orange, but they're going to be gray, and then they're going to be orange whenever there's a missile there. So you can kind of see the pattern. See, now you can hit them. And, like, the slow is going to miss a lot of damage. Now, you're not going to have the slow fire whenever you fight him, so it's not really that big of an issue. But I'm going to have a shield that goes over him whenever he doesn't want to be shot. This is going to be like four or five stages of this enemy, and each stage is going to be harder. The final stage is going to have him, or the final probably 3 stages is going to have him shooting a beam down. Now the rockets, there's going to be 6, I think, coming left or right, depending. You're going to have to take note of the locations of them so you can dodge them. The bottom rocket is going to always come either from the left or the right. You'll know whenever the time comes because you'll see it light up. They're all lit up now, but that's just like a debug thing. Eventually, you're going to have to dodge. So like you're going to have to figure out how high you need to jump to dodge which bullet's going to come at you. The idea was to do kind of like a Mega Man 2 thing where the things come at you. That didn't work that well because he's really small, and so long as the bottom missile doesn't randomly spawn to come hit you, you don't have anything to worry about, and that was kind of ridiculous. I toyed with maybe making him larger, making the missile smaller, but it just never really worked out. So what I'm going to do is just make it to where the bottom always shoots. So you're always going to have to take an action. And I think each, the bottom 2 beyond that, or bottom 4 probably, are going to have a higher chance of spawning than the top 2. So you're always going to have to have a probability of dodging something. But every time they fire, you're going to have to jump, and each phase of this boss is going to be more difficult than the last. I think that's it. There's some other ice things, or like you get the bounciness, I think works pretty well. Last I knew it, I haven't checked it for a while. Yeah, see. Each time it bounces, the damage actually gets higher, so you can use a strategy that bounces it off the wall to hit your opponent, and it actually does more damage by like 50%, so it's pretty nice. Anyway, I think that's it.